Tonight, Dick Gibson, motivational speaker, mental health fitness guru, traveling salesman for over 20 years. He's gleaned wisdom from all across the country, and tonight he's ours for the evening. Questions for Dick. We're honored to have him here. Dick, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. E.
I want to start out with the early years.
Okay.
We're talking about starting in the Midwest, right? Getting a feel for what this country is all about. Cleveland, is that?
Suburbs of Cleveland, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you started your sales there and moved slowly westward, is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I just always felt drawn towards the West opportunity, but it was really a strong foundation I built in Cleveland.
Let's go back to the very beginnings. What was your first experience in sales?
Well, sixth grade, I don't know, some kind of PTA project. They had us selling trail bologna for door to door. And that was sort of my first exposure to having something that other people wanted. And it was for a good cause, and it was just a real positive experience.
Now, this is trail bologna?
Trail bologna, yeah.
Is that like a beef jerky or a pepperoni stick type of thing?
Similar, yep. It's kind of a log.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's real Midwest living, trail bologna.
That was the most popular. It was a selection of meats and mustards, but we really featured the trail bologna, and just fond memories.
Well, in going over the research for this interview and digging deep into the early years, we came across a story about gumball machines. Is that true, or?
Yeah, that another one I kind of backed into. I was always with my grandfather at Woolworths, and he always used to give us a penny to get a couple gumballs. And one day I remarked that those things just must be full of pennies. And there was a little sign on there that said you could rent these machines, and my grandpa helped me place them in a couple different stores, barbershops, friends of his and whatnot. And I can tell you that first time I walked into the bank with a bucket of pennies, it was a good feeling. There was about $400 worth of pennies in there, and I walked out of there with a boner in my toughskins. And next time I came back with 2 buckets.
And 2 boners.
Yeah, 2 buckets. And it's been like that ever since.
Wow, so now we're really starting to get to the core of what drives Dick Gibson, which is what we all want to know about. There have been many motivational speakers, famous salesman Zig Ziglar, up and down through the rest, and it seems that you've taken on the mantle. You're the next in the line of royalty of American salesmen. Are you considering writing a book at all about sales or motivation?
Yeah, I got a book in progress. This is just 7-step guide to spiritual and financial success. And there's a lot of them out there, but I think what I'm really trying to do is distill some of the lessons I've learned over the years and put in 7 easy steps. So
take us through some of the 20s and the 30s, the early years of Dick Gibson. After the trail bologna and the gumballs, what was the next big step?
I was doing door-to-door water filter sales. And that was another real interesting one because people need water filters. And I was holed up in a Motel 6 with just stacked full of these boxes of water filters. And I knew it was going to be time to leave when I had no more water filters. Just drumming up sales and meet a lot of interesting people.
And getting to know the customers as you did from the very beginning, and I've heard you say it before, it's all about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you learn about building relationships as you're selling water filtration or whatever it is?
Well, I think a real key to any interaction it has to be win-win for people to want it to continue. And when you have a quality product at a good price and you're willing to back it with great service, whatever that may be, from gumball machines to water filter sales to retirement products, across the board.
And so back in those days, I assume you were working alone, and then at some point, when this thing really started to take off, you started to build a team of people.
Yep.
And then it became the infamous RV that circles the country, does laps around the country, and there's a whole team, an international team, kind of the cream of the crop, I guess, from all over the world, people who want to come together and kind of get a feel for Gibsonia or Gibsonian America. What's that like, putting a team together?
Well, that has really been one of the keys to my success, I think. I always say I've always tried to hire people smarter than myself, and not that that's the most difficult thing to do, mind you, but it's served me well. I get people that are very specialists, I would say, who do what they do best, and I like being around them. I really like their enthusiasm and that kind of drive and attitude, and kind of rubs off on everyone.